Whoop, whoop. What's up, fellas?
What up?
Hello.
So, welcome back to another episode of TSP. It's a fine Sunday evening, even though it's Thursday.
Even though it's Thursday.
But when you're watching this, it'll be Sunday. So, greetings. And I hope you had a hell of a Easter.
I did. It was
Yeah,
good.
it was pretty chill. So,
Same.
hey, before we get started, we have a message from our show sponsor, Mr. Charlie.
What is going on, guys? It's your man Charlie right here from Single Tree Barbecue. Did you know we are on a mission to build community through undeniable hospitality and the perfect plate of barbecue? Y'all come check us out, 2805 Old Fort Parkway, right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 8, Sundays from 11 to 4. Give us a call at 615-307-0120. You can check us out on all the social platforms at Single Tree BBQ. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Appreciate all the support.
So,
Thank you,
thank you, Charlie. Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, veteran-owned barbecue, best in Murfreesboro.
Yes.
So
United States Army.
go and try it. The second best branch.
No, the third.
Third.
Or the fourth. Hey,
You get
listen,
fourth.
it's a toss-up between Air Force, Army,
Yeah.
Coast Guard. Is Coast Guard really a branch, though? They're not really in the military.
No,
they're
dude, they're
DoD.
not They're Department
Or
of
they're not,
Homeland
they're
Security,
the
man.
Department of Homeland Security. Little bitches.
Puddle pirates.
Just joking, guys. Don't turn us off
kidding.
because we're making
Yeah.
you mad.
Hey, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't even let me into the Coast Guard after I did 4 years as a Marine. They're like, "No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
we don't
you're
need you.
too
We're
broke."
good." I was.
So,
I am.
Let me see. Before we get started, I just want to thank our Patreon members. We appreciate your support. Just know that every dollar goes to support the nonprofit Minutes Wisely, where we send veterans and first responders to sporting events. We do it pretty heavy in during the NFL season because we have season tickets to the Detroit Lions. So, Eric, if you know anybody up in the Detroit area, you want to send to a football game, let us know. We'd be happy to do it. Also,
I got tickets to Fenway, 5 seats behind home plate.
Yes.
I'm bringing somebody. Eric, do you want to go to a game?
I mean, as long as it's the Yankees, sure.
Okay, I will check with my source, but I got the tickets already. They're good to go. I just gotta finalize the details and actually pay her, and then we'll go. We'll go to a game on us on Minutes Wisely.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
We have a bunch of events coming up this summer. For one, let me see, the Freedom Festival. We're going to feed the first responders, basically anybody on the front line.
Doctors, nurses,
everybody.
We're
going to feed everybody on June 14th, Flag Day here in Murfreesboro.
Flag Day!
And then 9/11, we have a golf outing that's in its infancy. We're working on that. We have Charlie's working on a big concert for us again in September. That's always a fun time. Last year it was the 80s band. I forget what.
It was mixtape. 80s mixtape.
Yeah, they dress up like
awesome.
80s hair band, and they are great
Dude,
stuff.
They rocked, man.
All those will be fundraisers that go to help us purchase tickets to send you guys to sporting events. And then once you get bigger, it's not going to be just sporting events because I realize not every veteran loves sports. So there's going to be, I'm looking at maybe purchasing some tickets at TPAC or something like that.
Water polo.
I know I'm not sure about water polo. But another way that we generate awareness and funds, look for this on Amazon, From Sailor to Backyard Cook. That handsome little devil right there in the corner. Yes, that's me and my grandmother. Again, this is not just a cookbook. There is some awesome quotes in here from TSP. So you're getting some great recipes and some very inspirational stories. It was a very emotional putting that together, and I'm actually started version 2 of it. So you never know, Eric. Say something
yeah,
inspirational, and you might end up in a cookbook.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, yes.
I'm a good pizza guy. Give me a good
Okay.
pizza.
Do we?
All right. So
Yeah, we don't
there's
have
a,
pizza. Is there pizza in there?
there's a French bread pizza in here that is dynamite. So I make my homemade marinara sauce, and what I do is when I make my homemade marinara, I triple the batch and I put it in these deli containers and put it in the freezer. That way, if I ever want to make a French bread pizza or something, I just pull one out. It takes a few minutes to unthaw it. You get a French bread loaf of pizza, cut that sucker, just the French bread. I mean, the loaf, cut that sucker in half, make a garlic bread out of it, bake it, pull it out, put your marinara, cheese, pepperonis on it, throw it back in the oven. I tell you what, it's the best freaking French bread pizza you'll ever have. And it's all right here, man. It's $20. It's all yours. And you'll be able to send a veteran first responder or a Gold Star family member to a sporting event by purchasing this book.
Yeah.
Win situation, if you ask me.
Forward.
All right. So while I got you, Andrew, don't forget we have a meeting Monday for Minutes Wisely.
I know.
5:30,
And
Single Tree Barbecue.
a single tree. I'll be there, dude.
Yes.
I got a couple announcements too. I know.
Yes. Go ahead.
Well, actually, tomorrow, you and I are going to be escorting Gold Star families. So
I'm so
people
excited for this.
Me too. 5:30. I'm telling you this now, but they're going to hear it later. We had a great time escorting the Gold Star.
Yeah, we had an awesome time. You should have been there.
Yeah, you should have been there. It was great. Next Friday is I'll be cooking for 200 people. We are having a trivia night at St. Paul's Episcopal Church. The money raised, we're raising $25,000 to the Journey Home to help the homeless and the needy. Fleek, I need a wingman in the kitchen, man. You need to come and help.
When next weekend?
It's next Friday. It starts at 6. We're gonna start cooking probably at like 10, but you don't have to be there until like later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
If you want to help, of course.
Yeah, I would love to. I'll let you know. You're probably gonna have to remind me.
All right, dude, I will. Ross is gonna be one of our VFW members is gonna be serving, along with Drea, Ernesto, Ross. Even my wife is. I've talked her into serving people. So it's a trivia night. It's all about Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
You're gonna let her help, even though she wouldn't give you a kiss a minute ago?
Yeah, I will. That's why I love her, man. I mean, I asked for a kiss. I'll get a kiss later tonight. She's hungry. She's hangry right now. Okay, so she didn't want to do anything. No, she's always good about helping. And then we've got.
Hey, am I driving you tomorrow?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'll pick you up at like 4:15,
4:15 would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be at your house at 4:15.
We've got VFW Day of Service, which is supposed to be on the 4th, but couldn't get it on the 4th, so we'll be cleaning the Stones River Battlefield Cemetery on May 11th. We've got, the VFW State Convention in June. We have the National Convention in Louisville, Kentucky in July. Come out April 11th and vote for me to become the next District 5 commander here in Tennessee. Whoop, whoop. Eric, have you, obviously I'm a VFW member, but if you didn't know this and you don't know, but Fleek was the commander of the post that I am now in charge of. So he was the first commander of the VFW that we started 3 years ago with 26 people. We have 344 now on the books.
Hey, when you step down, those ding dongs better not screw it up.
Dude, I told him, I was like, don't fuck up my post. Don't fuck up our post. Okay. I swear to God, I will come down and I will bitch slap every single one of you if you lose this post, because, dude, some posts have done that. There have been, at the high point in Tennessee, There were 240 posts in Tennessee. You know how many we have now?
120.
86.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a big old
and
drop.
this was said by another officer that when a good commander had left, the post went to shit. So you and I, we got to keep this post alive, even though we're
Yeah.
not on the line. We need to keep this post alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll always be there to help, even though.
And that's all I got to say.
due.
That's all I got on that.
Yes. So hopefully somebody steps up next month and wants to be a good commander.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking to the next commander. So I have a 20-point list of what they need to do to be successful. Actually 25. Sorry. I'm not trying to be a micromanager, but there's 25 things you need to do to be great. This is what you need to do. I mean, just to keep afloat, this is what you need to do.
Don't let us down. We worked hard on this post.
We did, dude. Seriously, I spent like $15,000 fucking dollars of my own fucking money.
I didn't do that. Hey,
no,
Eric,
you didn't do that.
Eric, you would not believe the bad words we got for leaving our old post to start this new post.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Thanks.
They still hate us.
Oh my God! It's so bad. They thought we were slighting them.
Yeah, I mean, we took about 70 people from their post and transferred them to our post, our new post.
But it was your people that we took, though. It's not like we freaking poached them.
They were all my guys. All the guys I served in Fallujah and Ramadi with. I knew them. They didn't know the new commander from a hole in the wall. I'm like, dude, you guys want to transfer? Yes. Boom. They're good to go. And they're still mad. But
yeah,
I digress. Sorry. This interview is about you, Eric.
Yes.
So
let's do it.
Without further ado, is it okay if I introduce our young fella?
Sir. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Eric, for coming on the Scuttlebutt podcast with us. Sorry it took so long. Easter was crazy. Holy Week is crazy. But you're here. So this is Eric Schessel. Is that how you pronounce your last name? Schessel. You guys, I'm happy to say that Eric he wanted to come on the show. And Eric, I want to know who you are. Where are you from? What do you do now? This is your show.
Let's hear it all.
Let's get it on.
Take your whole life story and pack it into 45 minutes.
That's right.
So much pressure. Well, good thing I'm only 40 years old and I don't have a very exciting life. So this will be real short, real sweet.
Nice. He's humble. He's very humble. That's good. Humility is a good thing, man.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah. So I joined the military, joined the Air Force right out of high school. 1999 is when I graduated. So that's going to make some of you either feel really young or really old. It's coin toss.
No. Flavio, he's a boot to you. He's not a boot to me because he went to the Air Force in probably 2000, and I didn't get to my boot camp until 2004. So I'm a boot to him.
You're the boot.
He's a boot to you.
Yeah, he's the boot. Yeah. See, so I am not the fourth best branch because I'm not the boot on the show. So
yeah, he's got seniority. He's got seniority, bro.
Oh God. Time and grade.
Service. Well, yeah, so I technically joined. I was in boot camp in '99, and I got to Langley Air Force Base, my first duty station, in beginning of the new year, January 2000. So I was security forces, which was kind of like the branch's military police. They did law enforcement and air-based defense, and then we would do desert warfare training, and we would go when we would deploy. We were doing airbase security and stuff like that for air bases and everything like that. I was stationed. My first TDY deployment was to Saudi, so I was at Prince Sultan Air Base in late 2001. In fact, I had gotten back, so this is kind of where shit starts to kind of fall off the rails for me. I had gotten back from Saudi September 9th. right before 9/11. So we in processed and everything. And then I went back home. I was up in Buffalo, New York. On my way home is when 9/11 happened. And so September 11th, driving home, the planes hit the towers, and I have no idea what's happening because we don't have cell phones. Internet wasn't a big thing. So I got all the way back home to Buffalo, went to go visit my dad at the high school, and like the school was silent and dead and empty. Like I had no idea what the heck was going on. So I found my dad and a bunch of other faculty, the teachers and stuff were in one of the break rooms, and they're as I walk in the door and we're like surprised, and my dad was like, "What the hell are you doing here?" I was like, "Why? What do you mean?" And I would look at the TV because I had CNN on, but it didn't look like news. It was like I had no idea. I said, "What movie are you guys watching?" Thinking they're all like on a lunch break or something. And he says, "No, this isn't. This is real. This is live. We've just been attacked." And my first words were, "Oh shit," right? Because I mean, that's what happened, And so my dad was like, "Well, what are you gonna do?" I said, "Well, I gotta wait to get a call." So I'm able to share experience from prior to 9/11 and then post 9/11 because when 9/11 hit, as you know, the military changed. Like after 9/11, the military changed forever, and it will never be the same again. And so we, as Air Force, we contracted out all of our law enforcement stuff, and we focused solely on air-based defense training, security training, so that when we went to deploy to the Middle East after that, we were in convoys, we were with the Marines, we were with the Army, as well as still protecting Air Force assets on military installations. So like our entire career field got turned upside down. To quote Fresh Prince. Probably one of the most difficult things is telling people that it's and not because it was super difficult or anything, but it was you hear all the jokes about the chair force, air conditioning and lobster and hotels and all that. My career field didn't experience. We didn't get any of that. We were intense. We were out in the field. We were doing all the same shit the Army and the Marines were doing. At least my career field. So. So I always I laugh, obviously, because it's still chair force. Yes. Before 9/11, we still had it pretty damn easy. But after that, like my career field was turned into Air Force infantry. So it was a shock. But yeah, so I mean, that was kind of 9/11. A few deployments after that, I had injured my back and I ended up getting medically separated. But I still wasn't done with the Middle East. I went in 2007 to 2008. I was in Abu Dhabi helping train as a civilian, training the Emirati military to use military technology and stuff like that. Fun fact, what they had done was they had gotten rid of all of their third country nationals that were serving in their military. And the consultant basically said, our own people are going to serve in our military. Well, guess what? None of them had ever served in the military, so it definitely wasn't like, I don't know what their boot camp ever consisted of or anything like that, but it was vastly different. So we were training them all in military technology and stuff like that for a year. They had Aegis gun systems like on the fence line for the stuff, which is you can control an entire fence line's perimeter system from a control center. It was some of the most ridiculous stuff I had ever seen. But yeah, so I did that and then came home, took off for a year, and then I went back. I was in Kuwait for like 2.5 years and had an existential crisis where I was kind of just done with a lot of that and came home, and I've been a civilian basically ever since. So I do safety. I'm an industrial hygienist and safety specialist, so I do a lot of OSHA type stuff for the company I work for now.
Interesting. See any crushed limbs?
I haven't seen any crushed limbs. I've seen a lot of severed fingers. I've seen a lot of blood, believe it or not. And it's just some people just do goofy things, and you like one of the guys, he cut his finger so damn bad, like it was just everywhere, and he was starting to get lightheaded, and we had to drive him to the hospital because he had to get stitches and then all that. But like it was a gusher. Like it was like, you think of a finger bleed, it's like it's whatever. No, like he like sliced open his finger like all the way down, and was just fountaining everywhere. It was ridiculous. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, if you're swimming all blood, like you're kind of looking at this guy, and it's like, dude. And so like he sat down, and like he started going pale, and it's like, oh man, we're about to lose this guy. Like he's gonna pass out. So we had to drive him to the hospital so we could go get stitches and stuff. And after that, he was fine. But yeah, he was not in good shape after that. Yeah, no, I haven't seen too many accidents or incidents, but enough.
Nice. So how did you get involved in the Irreverent Warriors?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, so I was still down in Virginia until 2014, where I lived. That's where all my battle buddies and stuff were. I had met a girl, was dating her for almost a year, and she moved up. She got a fellowship up here at Yale in Connecticut, and asked me to come with her. So, against my friend's judgment and telling me not to go, I went. So I unrooted myself and moved up here to Connecticut. Obviously that didn't work out. And in that time, and even after that, I always felt that there was something missing. You know, I left all my battle buddies in Virginia behind. I had nobody up here in Connecticut, and so trying to fill the gap. You know, I joined off-road clubs. I was doing adult kickball. I was doing all kinds of things and having fun. I had a really good time, made a lot of great friends and connections doing that stuff, but there was always just still something missing. Till eventually I ran into and started dating her name's Sarah, the girl that you guys see on social media with me now. She's the one that's tolerated me for the past 4.5 years. And when we first started kind of talking, she introduced me to some of the veteran community because she was highly involved as a Dame for Soldiers with the organization, the volunteer group that she founded or co-founded. And so she'd gotten me involved with the veteran community. So I was in a couple of organizations and doing some things, and I was giving back to the veteran community and helping support veterans. And the gap that I had felt immediately just vanished. And I knew that that's where I needed to be. And so in 2019 was my very first Silkies hike down in Norwich. It was my very first Silkies hike, and I went solo. I didn't know anybody. I wasn't part of any group yet or anything like that. Sarah and I had only just started dating, and so I hung out with her and the dames at stops, and I was mingling and chatting with people throughout the hike. But I was like, this is great. Like, this is where I belong. So these are my people. So if you've ever been on a Silkies hike, you know that those are your people. And so then I was part of an organization from 19 to 2021. And after the hike in 2021, I became the local coordinator for the Connecticut chapter here of Irreverent Warriors. And so the 2022 hike and the 2023 hike, I've been the local coordinator for. I have a good, solid leadership team, and we've got other things going on with that. And so so I'm charging forward with it, and trying to do everything I can with the team that we've got in place here, which is amazing and phenomenal. And just trying to keep pushing forward that mission and reach and save as many lives as possible.
Did you you said you started in 2019. You wouldn't have happened to gone to the Nashville hike on August 10th, 2019, did you?
No, I haven't been to any. I have not gone that far out.
Okay.
I've gone to the New York City hike. I've gone to Boston, Worcester, it's Worcester now,
Worcester.
but I was at the Worcester hike.
Gunny Shore.
As well. Yes. And the Milford Mass hike, the other hike in Massachusetts. Okay. So I haven't really strayed too far, and this is because of time too.
Yeah, dude,
hikes and everything.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
It does. But then once you and you said it filled a hole. My first hike was Savannah in 2018, and I fell in love with that. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. And then I actually had to ask Cindy. I had to actually be 6 months sober before she gave me Nashville. And we had like 225 people in the streets of Nashville. It was crazy. Donnie, Acevedo was there. Cindy was there. Mark, no, Herzog, no, Mark wasn't there. But like everybody who was everybody in IW in 2019 was like graced me and Jared Couch with their presence, and it was just awesome. Like Angelo Martinez, he does a great hike in
Yeah.
South Florida. I did Nebraska hike with Alex Bratt. That shit was off the chain. That was awesome. But no, it's just it fills a void, and I had to step back because I became a chaplain in the VFW for the state, and I was like, I can't do the hikes and be a chaplain at the same time, so I had to pick one. My next hike will be Savannah, August 27th. I can't wait to go. I'm very excited.
Nice.
Um,
Hell yeah.
but yeah, I just I'm very envious because you get to do it as you're part of leadership now, right?
Yeah.
And Zach Jenkins took over after 2019, and Zach's been killing it. Hike Daddy Zach Jenkins has been killing Nashville for like 4 years now. I mean, he had
really
like 300. He had 300 people at his hike last year. It was crazy. I was there for 2 hours, and I'm like, holy shit! And I left. I left right after the pre-hike brief. I was like, see ya. I'm out. I can't. My back was killing me. I'm like, dude, I've done like 20 hikes. I'm sorry, man. I gotta go. Like I know what a hike is all about, but I'm not deterring anyone. Like if you go on irreverentwarriors.com, find a hike. If you cannot find a city, email someone. Email info@irreverentwarriors.com. Start a hike. I'm trying to start a hike in Murfreesboro, but it's too close to Nashville, so we're doing some logistical stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully, maybe next year. I don't know. But yeah, you're right, man. Irreverent Warrior saved my
Maybe, yeah.
life, saved your life. It's a great organization. It's come a long way since Donnie O'Malley founded it in 2015. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we've all heard all the stories. It's been a ride. I know that back then it was not what it is today.
No,
it was
it's definitely not.
So
Yeah.
one of my buddies put it very very succinctly that it looked like a patriotic homeless march.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I mean that's literally legit what it looked like. It was with a lot of bars. And I told him, I replied, I said, it hasn't really changed, except we're just a little bit more organized. Like we still all look like homeless patriots as we march through these cities and everything, but it's just a lot more. There's a lot more organized organizations, a lot more structure.
Way more. I mean,
things going on.
the pre-hike brief, the post-hike brief, that came around in 2019. They didn't have that. Like in Savannah, they didn't, like when I first did the hike in Savannah, they didn't have that. But now they have a huge, like awesome teams. Like you have a great team. I had like a team of 7, and it still took 7 months to plan Nashville, and I took 2 months off after that hike because my wife was supposed to be the volunteer coordinator. Well, she got a panic attack, so I became the volunteer coordinator. I had to be the safety driver in my own damn hike. It was I mean, I would stop, I would get out, I'd talk with people. Then I'd get back in the car. They'd do the hike, go around Nissan Stadium. I mean, it was just a big circle, but I broke them off. Mine was 11 miles, like in August. It was hot.
Yeah.
In
as
Tennessee?
shit.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh,
Yeah.
every 2 miles I had a water stop. I mean, it was crazy. I got a picture of Donnie taking a nap underneath a tree outside of Nissan Stadium. It was awesome. I mean, and Donnie's the man. Like that guy,
Oh, yeah.
dude, that guy's the man. I love Donnie. We love you, dude. Wherever
Yeah,
you
we
are.
love Johnny.
He's probably at Coachella or something.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know. I haven't seen much of him lately.
Yeah, I see him. Well, I just got off Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. I was taking a break. I'm taking a big break. I've been on in 2 weeks, and you know what? I haven't really missed it. I've been kind of normal and doing my thing, and I miss it. I do sometimes, like what my friends are doing. But hey, you know what? I need peace of mind. I've been going hard since 2018. I need a sabbatical. That's what I need.
Well, yeah, and I mean, and I'm not on social media as much as a lot of people are. I use it obviously because that's the main way that our
Yeah,
organization communicates and reaches out and does things. And so I'll be on there. I'll share posts and everything like that. But other than that, I'm not really on it that much. It's just it's too much,
yeah,
and there's just so much going on in the world. And I kind of take your lead there. I step back and
yeah.
just try to enjoy what's going on around me rather than worrying about what's going on in the digital world because it's I don't know it's a lot of energy and too much overload for your mental health. So
Dude, hey, Fleek, write that down. That's good for a pizza right there.
Good for
Just
pizza.
you know what? Just stop what you're doing. Make a French bread pizza. Just
there you
live in the
go.
present. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Eric, tell us about this whole boots banter and beyond. What is that all
Yeah.
about?
Okay, so that got started just literally not even it hasn't even been a year really. It was started probably October, November, December is when I first started kind of talking about it. So if you know who Scott Frere is,
Of
he
course.
does. Yeah, so he and I were the ones that were kind of talking about it.
Okay.
And it was like everybody's got a podcast, doing this, doing that, and I was like, I wonder if like we could do one for IW, and he was like, we totally should. And so we started talking about it, and I stepped back for a second and I really thought about it because I wanted to make sure that it had a mission and a vision. I just didn't want to just do a show and just kind of talk about whatever and do whatever and not really have a drive for it. Like why am I doing this? Like if I'm anything that I do, there's a reason behind why I
Yeah.
do it. I just don't do shit to just do shit and hope it works out. Like everything is I'm an A-type personality, so everything is planned and calculated to its most minute detail. Most of the time, if I can help it.
That's a good
Um,
lead coordinator right there. That is a damn good lead coordinator right there.
it can work to my own detriment because I stress myself out sometimes. But um, the biggest thing was that I wanted to make sure that there was a mission and it stayed true with what IW is. So the whole thing was going to be it's going to be stories of irreverent warriors. And so what that means is that anybody that has been impacted by the organization has gone to a Silky's hike and felt how I felt afterwards, and it saved my life, or it saved somebody else's life, or it had this kind of an impact on somebody, that they would be able to share that story, tell that story, be heard, and then have that broadcast all over the place, so that
Yeah.
hopefully somebody else hears that story and then gives IW a chance. Like that's the big ticket is that it's a platform for furthering the mission of Irreverent Warriors, which is to bring veterans together using humor and camaraderie to improve mental health, prevent veteran suicide. So if we're able to do that through the podcast, through another means of reaching veterans and even veteran supporters, that we can hopefully save more lives. And so that's literally the only purpose of the podcast. Like I'm not gonna do anything ridiculous. There's not gonna be I don't know, I'm not gonna run around and do things that have nothing to do with the mission. I air an episode every 3 weeks, so that I didn't want to come out hot and heavy either. Do something like every week, or multiple times a week, and then lose was run out of interviews or run out of material. I streamlined it to where I structured it to where it was going to just basically have a set schedule for airing stuff out. And I think as of right now, I think we have interviews pretty much. I've got 5 or 6 recorded as of right now. And so one is going to air early April, and then obviously every 3 weeks. But I think I've got one every 3 weeks almost through the end of the year. So I've got
Nice.
I've done all the recordings and everything, and so there's air dates for most of the rest of this year, which is really good. Started off with some people in Connecticut, and then some people from the organization around the country wanted to get involved as well. So I've done some interviews, had them share their stories. We'll see those throughout the next couple of months also, right before their hikes get out, so we can kind of hype up their hike as well as get their story shared. So
Hey,
yeah.
dude, that'd be if you could pass this along, like this platform too. We want to hear their stories too, like the league coordinators,
Definitely.
or like we tried to get Gunny Claus on Christmas, and he stood us up.
He blew us off, man.
He did. He
Oh,
blew us
no.
off.
Punk.
So Gunny Claus, you have a second chance to come and talk to us, buddy.
You gotta wait
We
till
wanna
Christmas
hear
though.
you.
You have to wait. Hey, we should pre-record it and just hold on to it until Christmas.
Just hold on to it for
There you
Christmas.
go. Yeah, just have it be Christmas themed and just get them on and just hang on to it till
Yeah.
Christmas. And air it on Christmas.
No, we had Mario Sema on, and over at Christmas, my wife and I, we went to Puerto Rico. We went to like 6 different places for the Southern Caribbean, and we stopped in Puerto Rico, and Mario has been awesome. I mean, he's a great. I mean, they have an Oconus coordinator, which
Yeah.
in 2017 they didn't have Oconus. There was no Alaska, there was no Guam, there was no Trieste, there was no Frankfurt, Germany, there was no London, and now it's just like Irreverent Warriors is blown up. I mean, 125 plus cities all over America, and I mean, I would love to go to Trieste. Berger Bleister, is that his real name?
No, I don't
Okay,
think
because
it is.
he changed his name again to Woeful something. He he's a great Marine, good guy. I thought his first name was Berger Bleister. I was like, oh shit, that's an interesting name. I've never heard
It's
that
a
before.
badass name, is what it is. But yeah, I don't think that's. I don't think this is his real name.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, I would love to go to Trieste. I would love to go to Guam. That's like a 15-hour plane ride. I would love to do a Silkies hike in London. That would be so cool. And the U.S. Virgin Islands,
Yeah.
St. John, right? No, is
Yep.
it St. John? Yeah, St. John.
All right, St. John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just had it. I'm like, this is crazy what Irreverent Warriors is doing. And thank you to Grunstyle and the Grunstyle Foundation, Mitch Fuller, and Ellen. Mitch is a huge persona in Texas for the VFW. He's there with legislatures, and he's with Grunstyle Foundation, and his wife is a secretary for Irreverent Warriors. It's just like one big circle. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm living vicariously because I'm excited about it. I'm excited for Irreverent Warriors. I can't wait to get back to another hike. April 13th is J Vegas. That's Jacksonville, North Carolina. I did that hike like 3 years ago. It was awesome.
Yeah, I wanna get out to a hike outside of the New England area, like once a year, take a trip and stuff. And the only thing that really keeps me from doing a lot of it is, because like my girlfriend and I, we don't live together. So I only get to see her on the weekends.
Yeah.
And so if I'm spending all this time going all these different hikes and traveling, like that takes time away from her and me, and
exactly.
so you gotta juggle that stuff and try to find time, because her and I we're both professional volunteers. We're always doing something on the weekends, volunteering somewhere, doing something. And so it's very difficult for me to then just all of a sudden just pack up and just disappear for a weekend, a month or something like that to go to a different hike. somewhere else and leave her behind or not have her come with, or because it's not her thing. She'd go, but she's not going to go to volunteer. She's going to go.
No,
She's going to
yeah,
explore the city or do whatever. But yeah, it's not easy.
No,
No.
it's not. I think, dude, I drove my new car that I just bought to Nebraska for that hike, and Alex was in charge.
Alex
It was
Bratt.
just Alex Bratt, and we've had him on the show too.
Yeah.
I drove out. I mean, that was a long, long drive from Tennessee to Nebraska. I was like,
That dude's
holy
intense.
shit. That guy, he is intense. He is. Alex, we miss
So-
you, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I believe his mom passed away. He found out that she had cancer the day that just before he was coming on our show. So he was literally crying about it. And then I read not too long ago that she had lost her fight, which sucks ass.
Yeah, it
It
does.
sucks.
Yes. So sorry to hear that, Alex.
Wow. Yeah. But no, Eric, you're doing some great things, man. And I had a question for you. Are you do you live in where in Connecticut do you live?
So I'm in the northwest corner. So like I'm basically in the Canada of Connecticut.
Okay.
Do you know? I mean, how well do you know Connecticut?
I used to play hockey there. Massachusetts, Vermont,
So if you know where Hartford is, like up at the northern center, you just
Of
go
course.
west. It
Okay.
go west until you're almost in New York, basically. Like I'm right in I'm in the northwest corner. I could spit and hit Massachusetts and then spit in the other direction and hit New York. So
Okay. Are you an 860 area code?
yeah.
So is my wife. She worked in Connecticut for years, and she still has an 860 telephone number.
Well, I know that's the area code, but I kept my I still repping my 757 from the Seven Cities down in Virginia, so I still have that number
That's
for my
good.
cell phone. So
Sticking to your roots. That's good.
well, it's a number that I've had since early 2000s. So I wasn't gonna change it.
Oh, dude, I've got some Marines that still have a 910 area code, and that's Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and they're never getting rid of that number ever.
Oh.
I couldn't wait to get rid of that damn number. God, I fucking hate that base. Sorry, no offense, but I was deployed all the time. I spent 1 year at Camp Lejeune, and it sucked. It's terrible. It's all training.
313, baby.
Oh God, what's up, Eminem? How you doing?
Eminem, bro.
313, 313, 313. Hey, wait, aren't the Bruins playing tonight against the Hurricanes?
They'll probably lose.
Hey.
I think I can't remember if the Sabres are playing tonight either. I think they're.
I will look it up. Hold on once. Give it.
Philly or something.
Should I put my Ray Bork jersey on?
Yes, you should.
It's autographed.
Tomorrow they play tomorrow at 6 against the Flyers.
All right. I don't think they're making the playoffs this year. It's going to be another year of close but no cigar.
Dude, they beat the Capitals 6-0. Damn.
6-2.
Yeah, 6-2. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I watched that game. I was really excited for it because it was like they just started pouring it on, and I was like, oh wow, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're in 6th place in the Atlantic Division. But Bruins and Panthers have clinched the playoffs already. And the Bruins, they better not lose again like they did last year against the Panthers because that was embarrassing.
They got handled pretty bad.
Yeah. Dude, they had a perfect season. They won the President's Cup, and it's a curse.
That's
of
the
damn
downfall, man.
President's Cup, man.
Yeah.
You know how many times that happened to Detroit? It's terrible. That thing is a curse.
Yeah. You grind out, you crush it throughout the regular season, and you got nothing left in the playoffs. You're spent. It's 80.
Did
It's
you
80.
play-
What,
did-
82 games. It's a long season. That's a lot of
Yeah.
hockey.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
brutal. It's
Hey,
a brutal sport.
did you play hockey growing up, Eric?
I played roller hockey
Okay.
growing up. I was no professional teams or anything like that, but every summer for 4 or 5 years, we'd play hockey almost every day.
Nice.
During the summertime in between, and even on the weekends during the school year when it was warm out, we were playing roller hockey like every weekend.
Dude,
Like
you had
all
the
day
original
long.
rollerblades, didn't you?
What's that?
You had the original rollerblades, didn't you? Like way back, those
Yeah, they're metal.
ungodly looking
They were
things.
the
Yeah.
wooden platforms and
Dude, they were terrible. When they came out, I was like, I'm not wearing these. I'm gonna get my Bauer 2000s and go to the ice rink in Newburyport, Massachusetts. Damn.
Well, yeah, no, so we played roller hockey and it was always a lot of fun. Hell, in fact, funny story, I haven't rollerbladed since it's been 20 years probably since I last threw a pair of rollerblades on. I got rid of my I had a pair of CCM rollerblades that I ended up getting rid of because they were just tore up and they just weren't in good shape anymore, so I got rid of them. My girlfriend's one of her friends was having a birthday party for their husband, and they were at a roller rink. And so we headed out and went to this roller rink, and we were just gonna hang out and spend some time with them. And I was like, well, I'm not a roller skater. Like my 4 wheels have to be inline. And so I went to see if they actually even had rollerblades to rent out, and they did. And I was like, ooh, they have rollerblades? All right,
Ooh.
let's go. And so I sat down on the couch and I put them on, and Sarah thought she was going to have to help me up and help me move around. And I stood up and immediately started rollerblading backwards. It was like I never stopped rollerblading. Like it was easier than hopping back on a bicycle. It was like I was fluid and smooth and flying around. I was like, this is great. I kind of, my anxiety of being in crowded places kind of like it dissipated for a minute because the exhilaration of rollerblading again after so long was just took over.
That's the same. I got the same thing with on ice. I haven't skated in like 10 years, but I swear if I go back on the ice, like my muscle memory, boom, because I played for so long and I laced up my skates and this and spent so much ungodly money on new pads every year, new skates. It was just ridiculous. Oh my god.
But yeah, especially
So
if you're
much
playing as often as you are, then
Yeah.
it's you're putting those things down.
Dude, who was what the hell was his name? He was a very famous player for the Sabres. Was it John? No, John LeClaire? No, it was damn, what the fuck was his name? I had it. He had his own stick. He was French. Damn it.
Oh,
Yeah, you know exactly who I'm talking about too. I just said the French thing and
yeah. Well,
damn
yeah,
it.
because we had the French Connection. Was what we had called one of our lines. Was
the
French Connection.
Yeah, the French Connection. That's right, exactly. Damn it! What the hell was his name?
I don't know.
You know, it's funny. My mom moved all of her stuff. Like we had a big storage unit in Savannah, Georgia, where we lived for the other half of my life, and she got all of her stuff moved up to Tennessee. And I had to go through it yesterday, and I found hockey O-Pee-Chee trading cards from like way back in the day, like names that you would like Sanderson or like Ed Balfour or like these names that you have not heard in like 20 years. And it's
Ed
just
Belfour's
like,
a bitch.
hey, he was a good, he was yes, he played for Chicago, and I hate
Yes.
Chicago, but he was a damn good goalie. Ed Balfour is that's
He's a
going in the
bitch.
cookbook. That's hilarious.
Well, no, I collected sports cards and stuff too. So I have I know I've got some good hockey cards and stuff like that because I collected that stuff growing up, and so like I have boxes of just cards.
Dude, I got these Red Army, like the Red Army, like the Soviet freaking trade. I got Soviet cards. Like I was looking at them, like they are like from the 80s. There's like
Sergei Fedorov.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Sergey is great, man.
I love Sergei.
Sergey
He's
was
my boy.
awesome.
Till he
Uh-oh,
started
he's
humping
got
a
something.
16-year-old.
No, I thought I had them like sitting right here. I don't have them right here. They're sitting in
But
the
that
drawer
dude,
somewhere.
that was like the heyday of hockey, man. Those guys like Sergey and Alexei, what the hell was his name? Alexei Kovalev. Oh my God, the
Yep.
fastest like skater like ever.
Yeah, you
Oh
got
my
like
God.
Saku Koivu and all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's just these names from the past, like these new guys on the Preds. Like I've never even heard of these guys. I'm like, who are you? Like what's going on? Where's Weber? Where are the other guys? Where's Fisher? Where's Ty Domi? Where's
Ty
yeah, I
Domi
know,
was
right? Ty
a
Domi.
mean, but I ain't calling him a bitch. He'll beat my ass.
Oh, dude, that guy. I used to fight with him at this old Sega hockey game. Ty Domi, he would fight everybody.
Yeah, him and Eric Lindros were guys you didn't pick fights with.
Legion of Doom, baby. Yes, Eric Lindros. Hell yes. Good call, dude. Good call. Damn, it's like you're bringing back all kinds of all
Well,
kinds of
one of my
memories.
favorite commercials, and I can't remember the name of it. You have to look it up on YouTube. Is when they kind of were turning it over to the old guard, to the new guard. It was like a commercial with like Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Eric Lindros were like walking in a park or something like that, and there was snow on the ground, and like a lot of the younger players like Saku Koivu were playing on the ice.
Yeah.
And they were watching the younger guys play, and the puck came over to the old guard, and the new guys were like, "Hey, you guys come out and play." And I think it was Gretzky sent the puck back over and said, "No, it's your guys' turn." And it's like,
oh, that's cool.
Right in the fields. I'll have to see if I can find it. I'll send it to you. I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Please do. Yeah, or Mark Messier. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
oh yeah.
Oh Lord, that guy was good. Do you actually, Fleek, is it time to ask the question?
Yep, it's your turn to ask it this time.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yes,
Eric,
sir.
we usually have like a saved round, or your last good thought,
Something
like what
stoic.
you want, something stoic that you want to say to anyone that's wanting to join the military. What advice would you give to them now that you've been in, you've done that, you've got the T-shirt? What would you tell them?
Don't.
Don't join the Air Force. Join the Navy.
Ouch! Come on.
I mean, yeah, if you want to be stuck on a boat with a bunch of dudes for 6 months, yeah, that sounds like a blast.
It was actually kind of cool.
That's.
Hey, watch your dirty horse mouth.
Dude, that's the Navy in a nutshell, right
I'll
there.
take my hotel room.
Be on
Thank you
a
very
ship
much.
Dudes.
So I mean, if there was somebody that wanted to join the military, the first thing you want to ask them is why. You want to make sure that they're joining for the right reason. If their answer is I want to kill people, you just kind of step away from that individual and like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, the Marines were over there.
Okay. Right.
the Marines were that way.
But I guess it's when you join the military, for whatever reason, join the military. And do it because as much shit as we get from the outside world, we get medical, we get education, you get training, you get real life experience. You get all these benefits on top of just serving your country. So the first piece of advice is to pick a field, pick an MOC that is going to help translate into what you want to do for the rest of your life, because that experience will help. And you can obviously go to school and everything during that whole thing, so you can basically get an education as well as the experience from the military. And then the other thing is to stay in for at least 20 and get that retirement.
Hell yeah.
Well, because I mean, if you think about it, right? So if you retire, I joined the military at 17. So if I had stayed in until I was 37, that's still young enough for me to start a whole new career. And I've already got 20 years in where I've retired. I've got a pension.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to work on another pension. So it's win-win. So find an MOS or an MOS that is going to translate well to something you want to do on the outside when you're out of the military, and stay in and get your 20, so you get that pension.
That's good.
Dig it.
Great advice. I dig it.
Definitely.
That's a good one. That's a keeper.
Did you hear this playing in the background while you were talking?
I
A little
did.
bit.
What the hell? What were you playing in the background? Oh, okay. You know, Eric, you kind of remind me of one of my Marines. He served. He did 4 years in the Marine Corps. He was on the USMC wrestling team, but then he moved back to Iowa, became a cop, and then now he is currently an E7 in the Air Force. I don't even know what that is. What's an E7 in the Air Force?
A senior master sergeant.
He's a senior master sergeant, I think. He's either an E6 or an E7, but he is a TAC P. And this guy, I mean, he's got a beard like you. I mean, he goes out to Iowa and he does his jumping, he does his shooting. Like, you kind of remind me of Jesse, and he's a good dude. And he's also, I mean, this is the whole thing I'm getting to is that I would actually rather take like a TAC P or a CCT or a PJ over a Navy SEAL, over a recon, over Green Beret. Like any day of the week, if I had anyone to choose, I would choose a PJ over anybody. I'm sorry.
Dude, TAC P and PJs they're legit. They're
those guys,
they're ridiculous, man.
His videos that when I used to see him on Facebook, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's like maybe brothers of John Wick. I don't know what you're doing, but it's fucking cool as shit. Like headshot, headshot, headshot. Oop, throw that away. Boom. M4, bam, 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 bam. I mean, it was just, he's just like locked on. Like, I'm like, damn, dude. And like, it was awesome. It was
part of their training. I know we're running short on time, but part of their training is like they spend time in like every climate, like as part of their training. Like that's like they're just dropped somewhere and here survive or whatever. We'll come get you in like in a month or something like that.
Dude,
I think that's kind of an exaggeration, but it's extreme.
No, I agree with you on the extreme. No, I definitely agree with you. I mean, I wholeheartedly agree with you. It is extreme. It's a lot. I don't think I could do it. No, definitely not. No. I would probably ring the bell, be like, nope, sorry, I'm done.
I mean, not now. I'm 42 years old. I couldn't do that shit now.
Oh, I'm 46, dude. I got a twinge in my back just from like taking a nap today.
I sneeze wrong and I'm out of commission for a week. I don't know. I can't screw all that.
Dude, but Eric, if you could pass this along like to any league coordinator, we would love to hear from them. Mario put that out, but we haven't gotten any we haven't sunk any lines yet. But if you could, if you want to talk to some of your people who I used to call on a daily on a daily or weekly basis, because I had no fucking clue what I was doing when it came to coordinating a hike. I was like, Mama, what the hell do I do? Nate, help me out here, dude. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I got to tell you, man, the leadership for Irreverent Warriors, top notch, man. From the bottom up and top down, it's awesome. Like, you guys, I mean, they really, really care about the suicide epidemic. And Irreverent Warriors, I'm going to say it right now, they are actually doing something about the suicide epidemic in this country. And I will swear on a Bible that going to a hike will help. Go out. Go on irreverentwarriors.com, www.irreverentwarriors.com. Find a hike. Go out. Meet some friends. I swear you will have 50 new friends after every fucking hike. I swear to God. I did. I know Eric did too.
Yep. I absolutely did.
But Eric, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Yes, sir.
Fleek, thank you
And you
for.
said,
I know you.
and you said you didn't have nothing to talk about. Here
Yeah,
we are,
dude,
over an
seriously.
hour.
Over an hour, man.
Right?
And this was a good episode. This was a really good one.
Yeah, very good. We appreciate you, buddy.
No, I
And
appreciate you guys.
hey,
taking the
Fleek, I'll
time.
get you out, dude. We're gonna do the Nashville hike together. You and I.
No, I'm not walking for 11 miles.
It's not
Yes, yes.
11 miles straight. It's a couple miles at a clip, and then you get a nap. You get
Yeah.
a break. You'll be fine.
Yeah, 2 miles an hour, man.
Yeah.
You can do that. I know you can.
Yeah. It's
But Eric,
time
thank you,
consuming.
man. And this airs on Sunday, so tell your friends.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you
I can
for
send you
listening
some
to
links
us.
that you can pass out.
Yeah, please
We're
do.
seeing in 35 countries and 500 and how many?
Wait, it's up. It's up now.
Is it up?
500. What was it last time? 560?
564 or something like that, right?
We're at 572 cities across the globe.
Damn, and then 35 countries at least.
We're in 34 countries, 572 cities.
Sweet. See, Eric, you are broadcast fucking umbrella.
Hey,
Okay.
and we won a national podcast award
I see that.
2022.
Yeah.
Nice.
The best Navy podcast.
Yes.
Which he gets to gloat on that because he's Navy, and I'm
Right.
just the men's department of
You're
the
Navy also, buddy.
men's department.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, dude. 313.
313 bitches.
But Eric, love you, dude. Thank you very much, Fleek. Thank you.
All
man.
right. See you guys. I'm gonna
Appreciate
click
it, guys.
end.
You guys take care of yourselves.
Stick around for 1 second. Eric, just want to make sure you're downloaded good. So, all right. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for joining. Thanks again, Eric. See you Sunday.
Hoorah.